Good morning, my friends. It is 7 a.m. Let's get this thing started. I'm so excited to be here today. You guys, this is one of my favorite topics. I love talking about building your email list because I find that it's very, very important, especially if you're living on social media and you're trying to build your following. Having an email list is essential to your business. Okay. So, hi, my name is Terry Curie. If you don't know me, if you don't know me, if you don't know me, I am a mom of 5 beautiful girls, and I have been spending my entire life trying to be an entrepreneur and trying to figure out how to monetize everything and anything that I can get my hands on. So, I'm here to share with you some of the strategies that I am learning that have helped me create 5 figures in a matter of just a couple months as a side hustle. And I say side hustle very lightly because I really want it to be like a main income for me, right? But I like to call it a side hustle because I don't want you to feel like you can't do it if you have a art, like if you're already in another position where you're working. Like you can do it around work. Trust me, I own a salon. I'm a stylist. I'm busy. I have my 5 daughters. I have my 4 granddaughters. I only work 2.5 days at the salon, but other than that, I am super busy. I also am CEO and founder of a company called Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. My husband and I developed this coffee a year ago. We come from a huge network marketing background. I do not I cannot say huge in the sense of we had success. I mean, huge in the sense of we believe in the model. And so we've been doing a lot of different companies. Like we've tried 10 different companies in the span of about 20 years. If you are with a company, you know what, you can message me and I can tell you if I've been with that company or not. I'm not going to tell you that it's bad. Everybody's journey is different. But for whatever reason, I didn't find success in those companies because my journey, I needed to learn more, right? I needed to have more skills. Maybe there was something about it that just my journey just wasn't meant to be. I am a firm believer. I also do mindset coaching, and I'm a firm believer that you are right where you're supposed to be and that you are like where you're at is going to play a role in the chapters in the book in your life, right? So all right, so hi Sunny. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm over here. If you see me bouncing back and forth, it's because I'm on TikTok over here and I'm on YouTube over here. The reason why I like to go on YouTube is because it records and people can go back and watch the replay if they like to. Like if you can't sit on YouTube or you can't sit on TikTok for, a long time, you can check me out over on my YouTube. So if you're looking to like connect with me on a deeper level, like if you really want to know what it is that I'm doing that has helped me to earn the $11,000 since the end of April, you can actually go to getdigitalwithterry.com, put your email in, and you'll have direct access to my email. I will not do DMs. I will not do any type of WhatsApp or Telegram or any of that stuff. I will stay only through emails. Or I can connect with you on Instagram because my Instagram is a verified account. I just want to be clear on that because there's a lot of people out there that are duplicating other people's accounts, and I don't want you to fall for that. I want you to be safe. So I want to encourage you to go to that website, put your email in, or go to my Stan store. We're going to talk today about building your email list, and that is exactly what I'm doing when I ask you to put your email in. Is I'm building my email list because I want to stay connected to the people that are my perfect customer, the people that are the ones that I want to have as a community, right? And when I say community, I mean friends and people that we're going to share and do business together, right? And business is a huge part of our lives, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to figure out how to master making that 6-figure income. All right. I am a big believer in grocery money, mortgage money, and life-changing money. And so however much time and energy you put into something, that's what you're going to get out of it. So if you decide to put in um, enough to make extra money to make groceries, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get grocery money. Now, if you want to have more and you want to make mortgage money, you're going to have to put a little more time, a little more energy into it. If you want to make that life-changing money, then it's probably going to need to be something like that's full-time, right? Now, I do know my mentor, she talks about being able to create a 6-figure income in a 2-hour workday. And I'm still learning that. Like I do a 2-hour workday. I haven't made the 6 figures yet. I'm just being totally transparent and honest. But it's not that I don't think that I will. I absolutely believe that with my mindset, my commitment, my consistency, and the confidence that I'm actually building, I'm going to end up making that 6-figure income or 7-figure income. I would love that too. First part, you have to believe it, right? So it's a little hard for me to wrap my head around because I've never been a 7-figure earner, but it's not that I don't think I deserve it. I've worked really hard my entire life. So if I know that I deserve it and you feel that you deserve it, then you do. And you just got to put the work and the effort in and get that mindset right and get the energy flowing, right? All right. So again, we're going to talk about building your email list. I'm going to do it in the way of as if I'm talking to other moms because I'm a mom and so I can relate to that. But if you're not a mom, like you can still take notes and you can still get a lot of value out of what we're going to talk about because just because you're not a mom doesn't mean that you won't get it. You'll get it. You'll get what I'm saying. When I say mom, it's because moms we nurture, we are busy, we feel pulled in a million different ways. You guys, that's why I'm here at 7 a.m. Don't think that I want to get up at 5 o'clock every morning and get on live at 7 a.m. I really have to be intentional about it. I do it because I know that if I'm not here at 7 a.m., all the distractions of being a mom and a grandma are going to come at me through the day and my energy is going to be drained. And by the time I can go live, I won't have anything left to share with you guys. So I come here first thing in the morning so that I can like breathe life into this business. I can breathe life into you and we can do this together and I can share with you some of the strengths that I have. All right. So let's get started. These are 7 essential strategies that are going to help you grow your email list, even as a busy mom, even as a busy entrepreneur, even as somebody who's getting pulled a million different ways. Okay. So write these down. The number one strategy is to make a quick and easy lead magnet. What is a lead magnet? Lead magnet is something that's going to draw people to your site to where they're going to say, yes, I want more information. So my lead magnet that I'm currently using, and I have multiples of them, but the one that I find that is working the best is how you can earn 10K in 30 days. You guys, we are in an economy right now that people are struggling just buying toilet paper. You're going to hear me say it over and over again. Toilet paper is expensive. Okay. Cheerios are expensive. Okay. We're talking like I went to the grocery store. It was like $8 for a box. I have a family of 7. I can't afford to feed them Cheerios. I can, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend that. Right. So we're trying to figure out ways that we can either nickel and dime ourselves and discount everything we have and maybe get budget meals or make more money so that we can have the finer things in life. You decide. Okay. I choose to have the finer things in life. I don't want to budget everything that I do. I don't want to take my calculator to the grocery store. I don't want to live on rice and beans. Now, will I if I need to? Yeah, absolutely I will. If it's a necessity, then I will do that, but I don't want to. So my lead magnet is how to make 10K in 30 days. It's a blueprint. It's a proven process. So if you're interested in knowing how to make $10,000 in 30 days, you're going to want to go to my website. You're going to want to put your email in and you're going to get the blueprint. It's a proven blueprint. People are doing it in our community. We have a community of over 30,000 people and there are people inside of the community. It's a proven blueprint that it's happening for them by them following the steps and being consistent. That's mine. Now, these are some other ideas of lead magnets that you can do as a busy mom. If that's not a lead magnet you have, then you want to build out a lead magnet. Okay. You can do a 1-week family meal planner. Okay. If you're someone who loves to cook, maybe you're a mom that likes to, find really good meals that you can give your kids, right? Get the recipes out, type them up on Word document or put them into Canva and type them out and make quick and easy recipes and say, hey, would you like to grab my 7 favorite recipes to feed your family this week? Drop your email. I'll shoot them over for you. All right. That's a great one for a busy mom. How about one that's a 5-minute workout, a 5-minute morning workout for busy moms? How many of us would love to have more fitness in our lives and feel better and have more physical, like, physical energy through the day? If you start your day with a little workout, a little breathing, a little stretching, your body's going to move better, your ligaments are going to be better, your muscles are going to be better, right? You can do a little 5-minute. And if you don't have a 5-minute workout, you guys go to YouTube, go to Pinterest, go to find a resource, go to Google, okay? Go somewhere and look one up and figure it out and then design an email around it and put in the 5-minute busy mom workout and then say, hey, I've got a really good 5-minute busy mom workout that I want to share with you. That's another lead magnet. How about some mom hacks Do any of you have any mom hacks that you'd like to share? I know over here on TikTok, I see people mom hacking all the time. Maybe on YouTube Shorts, there's some mom hacks all the time. If you're somebody who has some hacks that you want to share, make a list. Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, Chat, give me like 10 mom hacks that I can share with some friends. Okay. And then you put it in a list, you go to a Word document or you go to Canva and you write it out, make it pretty, and you put it in an email and you say to people, hey, sign up for my email list. And you guys, if you don't have an email list started, you can go different places like maybe MailChimp, or there's so many free ones out there that you can do. All right. I will tell you that with the way things are, with there's so many spamming out there, like you're going to want to go to GoDaddy and get your own domain and get your own Outlook email. You're going to want to sign up for a professional email, because when you send emails out, you want it to come from a professional place, not like a Gmail, because those get blocked. Those get blocked in people's inboxes. So try to do it professionally. Try to have a professional email that's going to be tied to a domain. You guys can do it for less than $40 a year. This is for a whole year. It's like $40 on, it's 38 something on Gmail, and that's US dollars. So if you're not in the US, it might be a little different for you, but I love using GoDaddy. You guys know how many domains I have? Simply because I was in the middle of the night thinking of a domain name and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta save that one. I don't want anybody else getting it, right? All right, so those are some quick and easy lead magnets. That was number one. Number two, you're going to use simple and effective opt-in forms. You guys can use something as simple as a Google form. It's free, and you can go in, you can put your brand colors, you can create a header that's really cute, and you can just share the link. All right. And if you want the link to be specific to where you can actually take analytics and figure out where maybe you're sharing the link in different places, you can actually go to bit.ly, and it's bit.ly, and you can create a free link there. And it's going to be a bit.ly link, and then you can go in and you can make the end of it your own personal. You can personalize it. All right. So you can remember where it is, and you can put a bunch of different ones in different places, and you'll know exactly where your lead magnets are getting picked up from. All right. So your opt-in forms, you want to put them in high traffic areas like a blog sidebar, maybe in your posts on your social media. All right. I put mine inside of my description over here on my YouTube channel. I put mine in there, or I have it on TikTok. I put it in my header or my bio, right? You have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok in order to have a link in bio. But once you put your link in your bio, like, it's easier for people to click on. All right. And at the very top, when you go, mine's in a Stan Store because I have multiple things that I'm offering. But inside of my Stan Store, like when you go, the very first thing it says is earn 10K in 30 days. That's my opt-in. That's something that I'm sharing. That blueprint is something that I'm sharing where people can opt in and get that to their email. All right. You want to keep the design simple and clean. Use bright colors, concise text, make it where it's easy to read. If you have brand colors, you want to make sure you're doing brand colors. If you don't know how to pick brand colors, you can go somewhere like Pinterest where it's very visible and very like bright and colorful, and there's a lot of graphics, and you can pick from there. You can go on Canva. There's elements inside of that will show you colors that go together. Like if that's not your strength, reach out to me. I can help you. I love helping people build out their brands. All right. I love working with certain fonts, certain colors, making things look pretty. Okay. That's what I do for a living. I make people look pretty. So I love making things look pretty. All right. You want to use a compelling call to action. What is a call to action? A call to action is asking people or telling them where to go next. Okay. Your call to action is saying, hey, if you want this, this is where you got to go to get it. All right. Make sure you sign up here. Make sure you go here. So call to action for one of them would be like for your free meal planner would be like, get your free meal planner now. Right. Hey, busy mom, get your free meal planner. Hey, busy mom, here's a way for you to get your 5-minute workout. All right. If you want your 5-minute workout, you're going to want to go here. Right. Grab your 5-minute workout here. Those are your call to action. Okay. You want to make sure that your opt-in form is mobile friendly. Most people are on their phone. I'm not going to lie. Like there are people that are on their computers, but a lot of people are going to be on their phone. So you want to make sure that it's mobile friendly and that it looks mobile friendly and that it's concise. I know for me personally, and Sunny, maybe you can help me with this, but I was looking at my YouTube channel yesterday and I'm like, oh, my header doesn't fit in very nice on the mobile device. Like, you can't read it. So I know I need to adapt that. It's a learning process. You guys, nothing's going to be perfect right away. Just get it out there. Get it out there. Sorry, I got a phone call. Get it out there so that you can see exactly, or I'm sorry, I got so distracted. I squirrel. I need more coffee. This is my superfood coffee. I'm going to have a drink. It helps with my brain. Okay. Anyways, get yourself out there. Even if it's not right, do it anyways. You can change it up as you go. If you go back to my first videos back in 2000, I would say I started back in 2014, 15, 16, I don't even know. 2016, let's just say. If you go back and look at my videos are way better now than they were. And I still have a lot of way to go. Like, I still have a lot of room to grow. Like, I am not perfect by any means. Like, I just show up and do, because I know that if I don't, you're never going to grow. You have to show up just to learn to grow, just to grow. All right. One of the things that I was just going to tell you a quick story. So I was asked to collaborate with a friend of mine who's a trainer, and I've seen her growth, man, over the years. She is incredible, and she's built a huge following. She's like 7-figure earner from her social media, from, teaching people how to use social media. And I'm just like so blessed to have her as my mentor, my friend. And she asked me many years ago, she was actually personally coaching me at the time, and she doesn't do that anymore, but she asked me, because one of my strengths is to organize boards over on Trello, and I was doing a lot of Trello trainings, and she said, hey, I want you to do a Trello training for my people. Let's collaborate. Let's do a joint training. I'll be right there with you. And it was my first time. You guys, I was on that training. It was a Zoom call, and I started sweating, and I started feeling like I couldn't breathe. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. Like, I was just like feeling a little lightheaded. And so I said, hey, so my internet is going in and out. I'm going to log off and I'll be right back. She said, okay. I logged off and I was like, get yourself together, get yourself together, get yourself together. And I had to like really work myself up to where I was feeling so much better. And I finally went back on, and I didn't tell her till later what actually happened. And she said, you know what, that was the best thing that you could do, is you excused yourself from your situation and you came back. And it was a huge, like, I thought I failed. I thought I failed miserably. She said, no, that took growth. That took courage and growth to actually come back in. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're afraid, it's okay. Do it with the fears, because if you just let your fear hold you back, you're never going to have the growth. You have to do it anyways. All right. So, all right. Number 3, you guys, I can get off topic so quickly when it comes to mindset. So you have to keep me straight. All right. Keep me straight in the chat. Tap on the screen, say, hey, what's number 3? Keep me focused. All right. Number 3, you're going to, as a busy mom, now we're talking busy mom, leverage your social media during downtime. What does that mean? That means when your child is napping, or when you're in the school pickup line, or your kid is at karate lessons or swim lessons, utilize that time to get on your social media and just do real short little blips about trying to push out your lead magnet, trying to invite people to take a bigger look. Okay. It doesn't mean you miss out on those precious moments. You guys, I did that. I was on my phone all the time as a network marketer when my kids were growing up. And so often I would miss out on the precious moments, and I would have to learn to put my phone down. So do it when they're busy, so that you can be present when they need you most. All right. So do it during your downtime. Building your lead magnet and building out your email list is going to help gain some time back, because you can connect with people through their email versus feeling like you have to be in the DMs all the time, or you have to be, on your social media all the time. Be very intentional. Work your 2-hour workday. If you want to know more about a 2-hour workday, we're going to talk about that on Friday. But I also want you to go to my website and put your name in, because you're going to get, from my mentor, you're going to get a video, and you're going to be invited to take a further look at what I'm doing, that you can literally earn 6 figures during a 2-hour workday. All right. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you put that time and that energy into it, 2 hours every day. And I promise you, you're going to see growth and you're going to start to create that income that you are looking for. All right. So make sure that you are putting your email in and you're going to get that 10K in 30 days. And it's going to, it's the blueprint, and it's going to share with you how to do a 2-hour workday. All right. So leverage your social media, schedule your posts in advance. All right. Do things, get your post ready when your kids are asleep, or when you're when they're doing something with their friends, and where you don't have to be present with them. And you're going to want to share your freebies and your opt-ins in engaging ways on your social media. So through your Instagram stories, through your Facebook stories, through your TikTok stories, through your YouTube shorts. Make sure you put your link anywhere and everywhere, because people are going to be anywhere and everywhere, and you want to make sure that they can find you. Like, if they hear me talking right now and I don't have my link available, they're going to scroll and they're going to forget later on. They're going to forget. So I make sure that my link is in my bio. I make sure it's right here on TikTok. I make sure it's down here over on YouTube. I make sure that it's in the description in my YouTube. I make sure that it's in my email footers. My link is everywhere. You guys can find me for sure. You look up my name, go to my social media, you're going to find my link and you're going to be able to connect. And then we're going to be able to stay connected. That's what's important. Because if you don't have it easily accessible, people are just going to keep scrolling and they're going to forget where they found you. They may not forget you, but they may go, I don't know how to find her again. All right. So you want to make sure you're sharing that. You can put it in your Facebook post. And then another way that you can leverage your social media is by asking questions. Ask your people what it is they need from you, what it is that they want help with, because that way you know what kind of lead magnets to build out for them. All right. You can do in little short polls. You can do it in little short bursts through the day, and you're just going to ask them. That's a call to action. Ask them to leave comments. Okay. That helps you get connected. Number 4, host a fun and informative webinar or live session. Okay. I know not everybody is comfortable doing this, but it is a quick and easy way to start getting engagement and start getting people to follow you, right? Because people they want to follow people they know, like, and trust. And so if they're present with you and they're following you, or they're watching you and you're live like I am right now, I'm a real person. You know that you can ask me anything in the comments of the video. I'm going to answer the questions. I'm going to be here for you. I'm somebody you can trust. All right. If you're just going to someone's Facebook, or you're going to someone's Instagram or TikTok, and you don't really connect with them or see them, you always are going to have that question. It doesn't mean that they aren't a real person or they're not trustworthy. Okay. What it means is it's just going to take you a little longer. The faceless accounts that I'm seeing, they're having success, but it's taking them just a little bit longer because they're having to earn people's trust without showing their face. People want to make sure of who they're doing business with, right? They want to make sure who they're buying from. So if you do a webinar or a live session, that's a good way to provide quick information, value, and get emails. All right. Now, I like to go live for close to 45 minutes to an hour every day, because over on TikTok, it doesn't hold and people are scrolling. And this gives me a way to connect. On YouTube, I'm going live the same amount of time, but I also understand that people don't have a lot of time. So I try to go over my content, my value-driven content, in the first, 30 minutes or so. And then I open it up for Q&A, or I do storytelling where I share more experiences with you so that we can build more connection and more friendship, right? So I want to tell you that it's important to keep your lives really short and sweet, because that's the way people will stay engaged. Now, when I say short and sweet, it could be 15 to 20 minutes. I would do 15 minutes for sure. And then anything over that, you want to make sure you're absolutely giving value. Don't just be rambling on. Storytelling's fine. The 3 pillars of value that I want to share with you are entertainment, inspiration, and education. So you're either educating people like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to give you some education and some knowledge around building your email list. or you're going to inspire people with your storytelling, or you're going to entertain them with your storytelling, because entertainment stops the scroll on TikTok. At least it does for me. I love to see funny stories. I love to laugh. Like we need lightness in our lives, right? So you want to entertain, inspire, and educate. Okay. You're also going to want to promote your webinar and your lives ahead of time. So you will always see me say, hey, I'm going to be live at 7 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, on TikTok. You can join me over there. You want to make sure that you're putting it out there so that people know when and where. You're basically advertising for yourself, right? It's having a schedule. Our mentor says, she, like, for her, she's like, I like football, right? But I don't know that I would watch football as religiously if I didn't know when they were playing. But because I know they're playing, I put it on my calendar and I make sure that I'm able to engage in that moment, right? So you want to make sure that you allow people to put it on their calendar. So you want to tell them when and where. During your session, we already went over this. You want to share practical tips, personal stories, and a clear call to action. The call to action, again, is having people know where they need to go next for more information. All right. That's the call to action. All right. Number 5, this is something if you have your own website already. Okay. Just be clear on this. This is something if you have a website and you're trying to build your email list. So for example, I have Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. Okay, that is our brand. We are trying to build our email list out, because when we do promotions, we want to be able to push the emails out to say, hey, we're having a sale. Would you like more information on the sale? Would you like to purchase during the sale? Right? Or we have a new product. Maybe we have a new cup or mug of the month. We like to do cups and mugs of the month and give back a percentage of that, or a small portion of that, to a charity of our choice for that month. Okay. We would not be able to do that if we didn't have emails where we could connect with our customers and say, hey, this is what we have, right? But even new people who've never purchased from us before, we want to be able to build our list with them as well, so that we can offer our products to them at a lower price, so that they maybe will be more encouraged to purchase their first time, right? The more times people see something, the more they will trust it. And then eventually it takes 8 to 12 times, you guys, for them to see your name, for them to see your message, for them to, right? So if you email and you're consistent with your emails, then thank you for the like. If you're consistent with your emails, then those people are going to, they're going to engage more, and they're going to be more apt to make a purchase with you. All right. So what we do for our Kickstarter coffee, it's kickstartersuperfoodcoffee.com. You go to that website, and on there you'll see a pop-up, and it says, would you like to grab our recipes, or grab our recipes that you can make with Kickstarter Superfood Coffee? And it's 5 different recipes, and it's things like overnight oats. I think it's called Carolina brownies is one of them, which they were calling it. The reason why I'm stumbling on it is because, have you guys ever had Buckeyes? Like, I'm from Florida, so I know people in Ohio and Pennsylvania, like, they eat Buckeyes like crazy. They kind of remind me of like Reese's. My grandma used to make them when I was a kid. We don't really have them down here, but if people from Ohio come down here, a lot of times they'll make them, and they are super popular, right? So this brownie tastes like a Buckeye, but they call it Carolina brownies because the person that made the recipe for us, our affiliate, we had a contest, and the person that made that recipe called it a Carolina brownie because they live in the Carolinas, right? They didn't want to use like Buckeye, right? So anyways, that's part of our recipe, like book. We have like a little ebook that we give out, but that is our lead magnet to get people to sign up for our email list. And then of course we tell them when they're doing it, we say, hey, just so you know, you're giving us permission to email you, right? So they give us more permission to follow up with them, to email them, to send them more emails, because you don't want to spam people. You will get shut down so fast if you just spam people. All right. But the cool thing about that pop-up is it'll pop up when they first start. And then if they exit out of it without entering any information, on exit, it will pop up again. Okay. And whatever provider you have for your website, like, you'll be able to figure out, like, it'll give you things that you'll put permissions in, and you can say, I want it to pop up on entry. I want to pop up on exit. I want to pop up after their second time of visiting. I want it to pop up after their 10th time of visiting. So you can give direction to the most of the websites have like different options for that. Okay. You want to make the message very friendly and bright and cheerful and things like enticing where they're like, oh yeah, I definitely want that. I definitely want that ebook with those coffee recipes. Like, how cool is that? Right. You can do more than just drink the coffee. You can eat with it too. What? Let me get that recipe book. Right. It's just like if you have a blog and you're a mom and you want to put your quick and easy meal recipes, right? You can put that as a pop-up and make sure it's bright again and an opt-in right on your website, and they'll go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that she was offering that. I would love to know more information on that. Let me get that in my inbox. And then they don't have to worry about following a link, because let's face it, if they're in the car line and they're wanting to click on a link but they're not able to, they can quickly jot in their email and get it to their inbox and look at it later. But if they have to click on a link and look at it, they may not have time to look at the whole recipe book right then, right? Okay, so that's friendly pop-ups. Number 6, team up with other moms or other influencers that are in your niche. Okay, they don't have to be offering the exact same thing that you're offering, but you want to make sure that it's relevant to your niche. And the cool thing about that is it's a win-win. When you team up with other people, what you do is you're inviting them into your circle so they can gain leverage with your followers, and they're inviting you into their circle so that you can gain leverage with their followers. So what happens with that is you can build your email list based off of what they are. Thank you for the likes. You can build your email list based off of their connections. All right. I did that again. I was telling you about my Trello training that I did with my friend who is my mentor. And this was a few years ago. It was my first time doing any type of Zoom training. Like I said, but the cool thing is after we finished, I offered them a free template if they sent me their email. Well, that was leveraging her community. It was leveraging her followers. So we got to share email lists with each other. My followers jumped on the Zoom because I was offering something. Her followers were on the Zoom because she offered my knowledge, and she said, hey, I have a guest that's going to teach us this. Jump on. And then I offered something to her followers, and that was us engaging and helping one another out and teaming up together and collaborating. So that's really important too. Okay. Number 7, engage with your mom network. So where I want to go with this is it doesn't necessarily have to be a mom network if you're not a mom, but think about it like this. If you're building out a professional, say I'm a stylist, right? I'm a stylist. I own a hair salon. Maybe I want to give some hacks on how to blow dry your hair at home, how to get that salon hair at home in 5 easy steps, right? Or how to get that salon hair at home and only spend 10 minutes, right? Maybe I can give some hacks because I've been doing hair for 30 years. So I have some knowledge. I've helped people out when they're sitting in my chair. I've given them some tips and tricks. Maybe I want to build up my credibility as a stylist and do a little blog and offer some tips or some hacks in that way. So what do? I'm going to go to maybe some other pages or some other groups where there's moms in there or where there's women in there that I know maybe they're having hair issues. And I can say, hey, sign up for my emails. I'm going to send you some hacks. I'm going to send you some information that's going to make your life better. It's going to make your styling easier. It's going to help you. It's going to save you time. It's going to give you the correct products to use. I'm going to give you some tips that we use in the salon. I know everybody says when they sit in my chair, they go, I wish I could take you home with me. Or they'll say, I wish that my hair looked like it does when I leave here. I wish I could make it look like that. And I'm like, you can. Let me show you how. Let me educate you how to do that, right? But maybe I can make a quick video on YouTube. I can use Loom. You guys, Loom is an incredible tool that you can use. You can go to loom.com and you can create a video there, and then you can send a link and you can personalize it, or you can put it inside your emails, right? Maybe you can do a live. I can use one of my girls and I can do a live and show people how to do a blowout the correct way. Okay. But I can go to a network of people and I can engage with them. Now, mind you, if you're going to, like, say a Facebook group, for instance, you want to make sure that you don't get banned or you don't get booted for like spam or for you want to make sure that you have permission to offer that information, because sometimes what happens is people build their groups and they are the professional and they want to offer the advice and they're putting the work in. You don't want to plug into somebody else's community and try to steal their community out from under them, like, not intentionally. I know you would never do that, but just understand that that is a way people are trying to build. So you just want to make sure you have permission. You want to make sure that it's okay with the moderators and the admins of the group that you go in and you're like, hey, is it okay if I do this? Right? And most of the times they have it listed in the group rules, so you don't even have to really talk to anybody. But I know for me, for instance, like, I could go in and say I want to build up my email list for my salon. I could go to a local community, say like the neighborhood, right? There's neighborhood groups. Like there's I think, I don't know if you guys have this where you're from, but we actually have something called Neighborhood, and it's our website. It's a website, and it's for our specific area, and you can go in there and there's an app, and I think it's called Nextdoor. I think you can go. I think it's everywhere, to be honest. I'm not sure. I haven't really researched it, but anytime we've had any kind of local events where we're sharing our coffee, or someone says, hey, I'm new here, where's there a stylist, where can I find a new hairstylist, we can go in and we can actually share our content in there, and we can get people to follow us that way. So I can share our salon page, I can share our Kickstarter, I can tell them, hey, if you want our recipe book, right, you can go in here. This is where our next event is, and it gets people to sign up that way. So just make sure that you're giving them a sense of safety when you're doing it. Does that make sense? Like, make sure that you're being credible and that you are providing more value than you're taking. Like, don't just go to a community and be like, hey, I'm going to advertise for free over here. Like, give something to get something. All right. Because most of those communities are built by an admin or a mod who's put a lot of work into it. And you don't want to just go in and take advantage of that. Like, you got to do the work. If you want to make money, you've got to do the work yourself too. Like, it doesn't, nothing. I was watching a video this morning because I like to watch videos while I'm getting ready. Like, I want to kind of boost my energy up and make sure that I'm like in the right mindset. And the way for me to do that is to watch like our trainings or motivation. We have mindset things, right? And I was listening to our mentor today talk about, have you ever seen a rainbow without a storm? Have you ever seen a rainbow without a storm? Y'all, that hit me so hard because I'll be honest with you, there are so many days that I don't feel like coming on live, or I don't feel like making content, because we have 7 members in our household. I run a salon. Like, there's always something. Sunny will tell you, I message her all the time. I'm like, it's another crazy day. Today's another crazy day. You guys, I mean, things like I have girls that are having babies, right? Maybe they have some fears around having babies. My heart is with my grandkids. I want to be present with them. Maybe like my one daughter, like, she lost her job. Another one, she's starting a new job. The stress is real for them, and I'm very empathetic to them. So I carry the weight of their issues with me. And there are days that I don't feel like showing up. So I like to start my day with something that's going to get me in the right mindset. And I like to come in to my live at 7 a.m. so that nothing has distracted me yet. Because I promise you, by 2, 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, I will have had like 15 different problems come at me, because that's just the way the world is. But I know the rainbow's on the other side, and I know God uses those problems and those issues to make me a better person and to help me grow through them. But there are days that I'm like, I don't want to grow today. I don't want to have any issues today. I am like so tired of the fight. I'm so tired of the problems. Like, we all get in that. You have to muster through it if you want to have success. That's one thing I love about the digital growth community, is that we have a community of people that are doing life together. Now there's over 30,000 people in that community, so it's a little bit hard to like really connect, but you can. You just have to be engaged. I will tell you that if you sign up under my email, like just put your email in and you stay connected with me and you decide to even come in as the launch pad, which is the $100 offer, like you will get mentored and you will get put into a smaller community of women. And well, I don't want to say just women because there's men in there too, but you'll get put into a community of people that are going to love on you and they're going to encourage you and they're going to help you. And if you have any questions, it'll be easier to get answered. So we have a chat that we go into and we literally just every day we connect. Every day we tell people, hey, I'm about to go live. Hey, I need some help with this. Hey, how can I word this message a little differently? How can I, do this? Or I'm sorry I haven't been present, or I need to be present more. Or hey, did you catch the webinar last night? It was really good. You should go back. You should go back and watch the replay. Like there's just different things that we do to stay connected to help encourage each other because we all understand that life happens. And so that's one of the things that really connected me with this digital marketing program and this program where you can learn how to build things like your email list and your YouTube channel and know how to engage with people on TikTok and know how to create content. It's not just about the lessons and the modules themselves. It's about the community and it's about the interaction and it's about the engagement. And every single day you get a training, even if it's just anywhere from, I think yesterday's was like maybe 3 minutes long. It was just a little 3-minute thing. You could literally watch it while you're, brushing your teeth, right? And then sometimes they're like 10 or 12 minutes long. And that's okay too, because those are the ones we need to hear. So I literally plug it in. I have suction cups, those little, they're like, I don't even know. I think they're called octopus. Like they're little suction cups that are on the back of my phone. It's like a little panel and I like suction cup it to my window or I suction cup it to my shower door or I suction cup it to my mirror. And I listen and I watch as I go along with it because it's really important for me. Hey, Jen, it's really important for me to stay connected and to stay in the right mindset. Those are the things that I really need to see and I really need to hear. Jen will tell you she's in the program and her mindset has shifted immensely since I met her just a very short time ago, right? I think it's been maybe a month or a little over a month ago. I'm not really sure, but I've seen a huge shift, a huge shift. We have a celebrity mindset coach that comes in and she's actually, I think she's due to do another training tomorrow. So if you jumped in, even at the $100, you have access to that celebrity mindset coach. We have 4 different programs. One is called the Launch Pad. That one is the $100 program. That one's going to get you set up with your funnel. It's going to get you set up with your email. It's going to teach you how to do emails. It's going to teach you how to do free ads online. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I love her. So the Launchpad is the more basic, but it's very like strategic. And so it helps you to get started. The goal with any of the programs is to help you to bump you up to the next program or the next level or the highest level so that you can have all of the access to everything, right? So the Launchpad's the first one. That's $100. The second one is the Passive Daily Paid Blueprint, which is $300. And that one's going to get you a little more trainings, a little more things, right? It's going to help you grow just a little bit faster. And then you've got the $600 one, which is the Digital Mastery. That one is going to bump you up even further. And you're going to still have every single one of them, though. You still have access to like Laura St. John. You still have access to the mindset trainings. You still have access to the community. So it doesn't matter at what level you come in at. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever level you come in at, you definitely have access with me. You have access with me, even if you don't, if you just put your email in and you want to just have Q&A sessions when you don't have the money right now to join, like I get it. Let's help find you a way to make money so that you can join because you're going to get a lot more benefits from the mentors that are making 6 figures than you are even from me. I can offer you what I know, which I know quite a bit, but I still haven't had the massive success they have. So I still am learning as well. And we can just learn together, which I love, right? And then the last but not least is the Legacy Builder program. And that's the one where I'm like, if you want to make life-changing money, we have payment plans on all 4 of those if you're in the US. If you're not in the US, then you can still join, but you got to like pay the full amount, or you can find someone else that's in your community where you live and you can maybe do payment plans that way. I don't know how it works with different countries, but regardless, I just want to see you grow. I just want to see you jump in. It's just been incredible. I will tell you 3 months ago, before I joined, and this is a hard pill for me to swallow. It's actually a very difficult thing for me to admit, because I don't like to show flaws. I don't like to show weaknesses. I don't think anybody does. I don't think any of us want to. And it's not so much that I'm not afraid to be transparent. It's not that. Like, I am a transparent person. Like, I will tell you anything. It's more just like admitting when you feel like when you feel like you're failing. Like, nobody wants to admit that they're failing, right? And I'm not a quitter. So like, even if I'm failing, like, I refuse to quit. I refuse to give up. So it's really a hard pill to swallow. It's like a hard thing to admit when you are at that level where you're just feeling so freaking defeated. And like 3 months ago, I couldn't breathe. I literally was making statements in my mind. I would never say this to my family. I mean, I did say it to my kids, but it was more of it was just letting them know where I was mentally, but not out of fear. Like, I would never scare them, but I would almost think to myself, would my family be better off if I wasn't here? Because I feel like I'm pushing them further behind and taking away from them more than I'm giving them right now. Like, I feel like I'm like, I'm creating, because I'm on this mission and on this path of wanting to have success so badly that I'm investing everything we've had into things, because I know something at some point's got to give. Something's got to give. I'm on the hamster wheel, and if nothing changes, nothing changes. So I just have to keep trying because I want that, right? But I've wanted it for so badly that I couldn't sit in the moment of appreciation. I was sitting in the moment of lack constantly, and I was constantly reaching for the next thing, and that was costing our family so dearly. Like, they were able to have things, but they weren't able to have me present. I was always grouchy. I couldn't pay my bills. I was literally like taking money from one account and putting it in another. I was waking up in the middle of the night in sweats and tears because I was so afraid that my husband was going to see we were overdrafted again, and he was going to be angry at me. And we get along so well. He's like my best friend. I don't want to let him down. He works so hard, right? So it was like, I just didn't want to admit all of that. I didn't want to admit the failures. I wanted to keep going because I knew something had to give. But I got to the point where I had nothing left to try. Nothing. I felt like I've done it all. I've done it all. I've done network marketing. I've had a salon. The economy's terrible. Like, I don't know what else to do. I was feeling just there were roadblocks every which way I turned, so defeated. And I thought, I saw Heather's post multiple times, and I just kept rolling my eyes and scrolling past it because I was like, this is too good to be true. This is not true. Not that I didn't believe her, but I didn't believe that it could be real for me. I was like, no, because she's better than me. She deserves more than me, right? Because she just got lucky. I would never be that lucky. Like, this is a luck thing, right? It's not. It's learning the skills as you go. And once you learn the skills, as long as you show up consistently, you literally will make a change in your life. You will. There's nowhere to go but up from here. That's the way you have to look at it. Jen says this was her last chance. I feel that. I feel that on so many levels. And while I still have the days where I'm feeling doubt or I'm feeling a little defeated, I have to show up. Yes, I show up every day. I have to. I made that commitment and I chose to do it. And you guys, I've earned over $10,000 since the end of April, right? I needed that money so badly, and I still need more, because I will be completely honest with you. Like, we're looking at our finances, and I talked to my accountant the other day, and she's like, girl, she's like, you got some stuff you got to catch up with. And I get it. It's still a struggle, but man, imagine if I didn't have that $10,000 that I had, that I've made. I made 11. And I'm like, because my mindset before I made that $11,000 was, I don't even think I can get out of bed today. I have nothing to help me. Like, I was Googling, literally, I was like Googling, how can I make $10,000 really fast? You know what Google said? Sell some things on Facebook Marketplace. What am I going to sell? I don't have anything to sell that's worth anything, really. Everything that I have that's worth anything, I still freaking owe money on. So what do I have to sell? I'm not going to sell my essentials, you know? So, I mean, the clothes I have, they're from discount places. It's not like I have anything worth anything. What am I going to sell? Right? So it was just feeling like there's nothing left for me to do. I have nothing. And I saw the program, Heather was posting it, thank goodness. And finally she reached out to me about the coffee. And I know that was God intervening and saying, I'm going to make you connect with her. I'm going to make you connect with her because you need to know about this. And she messaged me about the coffee. She didn't message me about the program. There was no cold messaging. She literally was asking a question about her subscription for her coffee. And I said, okay, while I have you in Messenger, I need to know what it is you're doing and if you think this could help me, because right now I can't stop crying. I can't stop. Like, I could cry right now knowing that I never want to have that feeling back. I never want to have that feeling back. But I said to her, I was like, I can't stop crying. I can't breathe. I need to have money like today. Like, I can't wait anymore. I can't pay my electric bill's about to get shut off. Our phones are about to get shut off. I'm like, I don't have money to pay Sunny for helping me with Kickstarter. And I can't let her go because I need her. I need her because I'm so spread so thin. I don't have the energy to put any more into anything that I'm already doing. Right. So I literally just, I was feeling so desperate. And she said, I think this could really help you. And I really hope that you take a look at it because I want this so badly for you. I had to borrow money from my mom to get started. I had to borrow money. I'm 51 years old. I had to go to my mom and say, okay, Mom, I think I have one more thing I want to try before I absolutely give up on everything. She was like, what is it? I showed it to her and she said, it's $900. My mom's like, it's $900. I have that. I can help you. I have it in savings. And I was like, I don't really want to take it in savings. Like, can we just sign up for the payment plan and then you can just make a payment? And she goes, no, I'm going to pay it in full and then you can pay me back. And I was like, okay. So I went to my business mentor, who is the one that has made 7 figures in learning how to market on social media. And I said, I know I take all of your trainings. I know I do the things you tell me to do. And maybe I don't show up as often as I should. And maybe I haven't been as committed as I need to be. And I own it. I own when I don't do what I'm supposed to do, right? I own it. And I said, what do you think about this program? And she said, buy it. I'll buy it from you. I'll be your first sale. So I had my first sale before I even signed up. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I signed up for the $900 program and she turned around and bought the $300. So I didn't even get my 100% profit back. I was so excited. I thought, okay, I probably would. I thought to myself when she only bought the $300, I went, I don't think I would have done that if I'd have known she was going to do that, because now I still owe my mom the money and I didn't have complete faith that I could get it back. Right. But I did, because guess what? A few days later, she said, you know what? This is really good. I want to upgrade. Every person that has come in at a lower level has upgraded. Every single one. I haven't had 100%. I haven't had one person that hasn't upgraded. As soon as they had the money, they upgraded because they saw the value in the program at the level they were at and they wanted more. They were like, wow. You guys, I've spent $18,000 in the last 2 years on trainings. And I can tell you right now, wow, this program is incredible. If you want a program that's going to deliver, if you want a program that's going to like add so much value to your life and you're going to by far exceed the money that you spend, this is definitely the program. So anyways, I'm going to hop off here because my granddaughter's going to be showing up in the next few minutes. And I need to be present with them. That's why I do what I do, because on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's my day with them. And then on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I work at the salon. But I will see you again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. sharp. 7 a.m. Eastern time. And tomorrow we are going to be discussing funnels. If you don't know what a funnel is, basically what it is when we build out your email list, you want to automate that email list. Okay. Your funnel, we're going to have some strategies that are going to build people to where you find your perfect customer. So we'll talk about funnels tomorrow. But it's going to be a deeper dive into that. And then on Friday, that's going to streamline your business, and that's going to help you. The funnels are where it's going to help you, where you don't have to go into people's DMs and you don't have to show up and cold call people or ask your friends and family for support, because the funnel's going to weed everybody out that's not meant for you to talk to. It's an incredible thing. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about time management and productivity, which is one of my favorite things, because it's something that I've struggled with for years, and I'm beginning to master. I have a lot of lists. I have a lot of hacks. I have a lot of things that I do through, like, Google Calendar, through Trello, to-do lists, all that. And we're going to go over that on Friday. So tomorrow, show up and we'll talk funnels, and Friday we'll talk about time management and productivity. All right. Love you guys. I will talk to you later. It has been real. It's been fun, and I appreciate you so much. All right. Thank you.